He found a squeaker. What's up guys, Chris here from Vo-Gus Prospecting. If you're new to the channel, a big warm welcome, and if you're an old moldy hat like this one, welcome back. Today we're crushing and panning a piece of gold ore that I collected from Dad's reef some 2 months ago. This hunk, to be precise. This gave me a really clear signal on the gold monster, and I've been hanging out ever since to check out what's inside. Except I've been holding off because I'm unable to get back there at the moment to get more of it. But before we get to crushing this up, I've got one quick thing that I want to talk to you about that I think you're going to find either rather amusing or quite alarming. Today is Anzac Day, a day Australians and New Zealanders come together to honour the soldiers that have served both past and present. However, this year is different. We're unable to march or stand and honour our soldiers at dawn like we do every year. Every year on Vo-Gus Prospecting, I try to bring awareness to the war that a lot of soldiers bring home with them. It's no longer a fight with their armed enemies, but a fight within themselves. I would like you to join me in raising funds for an organisation called DCD, or Defence Community Dogs. Defence Community Dogs raises puppies that help soldiers who are either active duty or retired deal with things such as the physical and mental injuries they may have picked up while on active duty, including things like PTSD. It takes over 250 hours for one of these dogs to be trained, and without financial assistance, it's unlikely they'll be able to continue doing so. So to raise the funds, I plan on shaving my beard off. Yeah, this thing, the miner's moss hanging off my chin. I'm aiming to raise $2,500. That's 50 cents for every single person on my Facebook page. The shave will be happening at 11 AM on the 30th of April. That's 5 days from now. If you want to donate or know more about the organisation that you'll be supporting, the link is in the description below. And these service dogs are saving lives. Right, ore crush time. After it's washed, I can't see anything gold coloured on it, except the dirt that came off this side revealed a really nice mineralised bar of host rock. And normally when you get gold, it's sandwiched between the quartz vein and that host rock. It runs in a gap in between. And so that's where I'd likely see it. Now, it was only a very faint signal on the gold monster, so either it's deep in this rock or it's only dispersed very small. So we'll see. Crush this piece of ore, I've got two different bars. When it's like this, it's really hard to use that big fat one to crush it down to any sort of reasonable size. So we use the smaller bar first and foremost to just break it down into smaller chunks. So it's a really important part of crushing down ore that when you get it to this stage, especially if it's got a signal in it, that you check these pieces, because there could be a nice big bit of gold hanging off it that's worth a lot more as a specimen piece than it is if it's just crushed up. So check these for gold before you crush any further. This is the biggest rock that we have left. Now I can start to move on to the big club here. I've been through the whole container down there and I can't see any visible specimens. However, it doesn't mean that they're not there yet. You never know with free mill gold, and for the gold monster to get a signal means that there's still a reasonable amount of gold in there. All the quartz is starting to get down to a very, very manageable size. Now you can see down here that I'm classifying in a kitchen strainer, and it's bringing out pieces that are 1mm or under. At the very maximum, you want your pieces to be 1mm. That's the maximum size. You really want it to be talcum powder, because free mill gold is tiny. It's very, very small. The vast majority of your gold is going to be dots. You will get nuggets, you will get pickers, but more gold is going to be locked up in that small stuff. So the smaller you can crush your rock, the more gold you extract. So I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep taking this stuff, running it through the pot until we get it all powdered down, and then we're going to pan it. Now that we've crushed a 350 gram piece of ore down to absolute powder, we're going to run a magnet through it to pick up all the bits of steel that came off my dolly pot. We're also going to take this opportunity to wet the powder down, which helps immensely. Right, I love this magnet. This is from Placid Tools and it's a floating magnet. Put it in, Probably a bit more water, Chris. And shake it around and it just picks up all the steel. Probably need a little bit more water. And there you have it. That's all the bits of steel that came off my dolly pot when crushing. This is the most exciting part, the pan down, because every time you crush up a bit of ore, you never know quite what you're going to get. I hope there's gold in here. It's not like creek panning, because normally by creek panning, by this stage, you'd know if there was gold in there or not. But at this stage, it's sort of just like, I don't know. Tapper, tapper, tapper into the corner, and now we start the rocking. And there's still some metal shards in there that we shall get out. Oh yeah, heaps. Heaps more. That is a piece of gold. There we go. It never ever looks the same as creek gold. It's always this different color. That's a booger. We got a nugget. Put him back in. Push him back up the top. So that's what the gold monster was giving me a signal on, more than likely. That one nice piece mixed in with a little bit of free mill gold, and that's why I said you got to crush it up so small. Look how tiny some of those bits are. This is the gold all cleaned up from my first pass. I'm going to get that in a snuffer bottle, and then I'm going to run back through all the stuff down here to make sure I didn't miss anything. Well, I did wash a little bit more down, so it's definitely worth always rerunning all of your concentrates, because you never know what you'll pick up. All cleaned up, and this is the gold that we got, including that nice little chunk. Any day you find a picker is a good day, and that came out of 350 grams worth of dirt. It makes the noise, and less than 2/3 of one 10-inch pan's worth of dirt. So there you have it, a nice simple gold ore crush for you on this Anzac day. If you want to know more about Dad's Reef or more about crushing rocks, check out the videos I've linked in the description. This covers the whole series of Dad's Reef crushes that I have done in the past. We've had some spectacular results. I hope you'll join me in supporting defense community dogs and shaving off these luscious golden locks. If you like this video, please check out the rest of my channel. Subscribing is completely free and it will give you access to well over 300 videos all on gold prospecting, from sluicing, metal detecting and ore crushing. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. Give your dog a scratch behind the ears for me. Wash your hands. Peace. And I'm out. Grizzly, will you recognize Dad when he shaves off his beard? Or will you bark at him? What will you do, Spot?